Okay, first of all, crap. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Pixi again, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Pixi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you have to be doing when you're watching this. Hope you're doing it fabulously and safely and taking care of yourself and your loved ones. And yes, I have a mic now, so hopefully we will not have any audio issues like my last couple videos. My bangs are just doing weird things. I almost have bang regret, but then I don't. But anyways, I'm just going to talk about like the new year and goals and stuff, and a couple things I got recently. I'm not going on a no buy this year. It's definitely a low buy, but I only want to buy like things I absolutely need or curated pieces, like very unique thrifted / vintage pieces. There's a couple things on my list that like I'll be mad at myself if I don't get them, and then I'm kind of done when it comes to new stuff. And I already got one that came today. Well, two that came today on Amazon. But sometimes I just don't like the idea of New Year's resolutions because, you know, it's just that tried and true tradition of saying, I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing this year, fresh restart, holidays are over, I get it. And then we just kind of abandon them. So mine are just kind of general, like, thoughts of things I want to do to improve my life. And yeah, I'll just pull up the list and we'll read it. Okay, they're looking a little bit better if I push them back. They're already growing out. I think that's why I'm just like, wah, wah, wah. But yeah, this week is going to be about like self-reflection and figuring out what I actually want to do and getting the energy to do so. I've already gone through my coats and sweaters. I set aside 8 to sell. I'm pretty proud of myself. I think it's 8 or 9. Got my sweaters down to like a bin and a half and hung the rest, and organized the closet that you see behind you and around me. This room will always be forever a work in progress, but I think my next video will be a 2025 closet / unicorn room / office tour. I definitely want to get back into YouTube. Anyways, let's get the whole list. Yeah, let's get the whole list. So these are in no particular order, and yes, the background looks a little bit different because I moved an empty shoebox and I put on lip gloss because my lips look like crap. I haven't been wearing my lip rings all the time, mostly because of work, and I get really tired of people just saying like, do you have any other piercings, or like, did that hurt? You know, and I totally forgot like how often that gets asked, and mine are so old that they don't close up right away, so I can just come home and put them back in, but because my lips are chapped, I left them out. So these are in no particular order, and they're just general, like I said, like schools of thought about like things that I want to improve in my immediate life. Everything begins at home, whatever that phrase is. So I want to go through, this is like the first one, but like I said, these are in no particular order. Just get on with this, Sarah. I want to go through my closet like every mid-month and like purge and make decisions and then actually make outfits. Like I'm doing the 75 hard style challenge. It's like a hashtag thing on Facebook right now, but I don't go everywhere all the time. So it's really hard for me to be like, yeah, let's put on a cute outfit so I can mop the floor or whatever. But I do enjoy making outfits and then writing them down, so I want to get back into that. I have actually been like more adamant about doing so. And then this is kind of like incorporated into the first one, is I want to wear the fun outfits and rid myself of items I do not incorporate. Like behind me is that gray sweater, and behind that is a black and white like 3/4 length sweater with like a boat neck, and I found those in my sweater bin last night, and TJ said he wanted to see me in both of them and to make an outfit and that they would go together, so I kind of like hung them on purpose and pushed them to the front so I'd be reminded to wear them. And back on the clothing thing, I want to be a more prominent seller online. I still haven't decided if I want to do Depop or just stick to Poshmark, but I am going to actually continue doing eBay for more niche items like collectibles and, you know, anything really special that probably will not push well on Poshmark. I was just kind of like down and out with this room and my clothes and my online selling for a long time in 2024. Like towards the end, I just didn't want to. I had no motivation, and I was just getting like the depression and stuff. But I also want to finish working on the garage and downsizing my stuff from my move. I did pretty good last year before it got really cold, and then the garage got out of hand again because we pulled out like Christmas stuff, and then we put Christmas back, so now the garage has to be addressed again. But I'm waiting for a warm break, but it's going to continue to be cold this week. It sucks. I thought I still lived in Florida, but I guess Jacksonville is just different. But it has been cold in other areas of Florida, so I'm not just going to blame Jacksonville on that. But yeah, I just do want to like tackle the garage again and make it neat again. Well, there's still gonna be stuff in it between me and TJ and our hobbies and stuff, but at least had like a good path, and like the laundry area was clean. So I'm gonna tackle that again. I also want to tackle creative projects that I've been putting off, like my Ita bags. Some of them have fallen apart, like my OG one. My very first Ita bag, the zipper broke off, so I need to buy a new shell and repair this one. We'll just like put the background in another one, because the way the zipper broke off, it was like there's no saving that. But it was like 7 years old. They're really cheap on Amazon, so it's in my cart right now. But yeah, the Ita bags are just an example. I have a ton of sewing projects. I have a whole pile of repairs. I want to sew my wedding dress. I want to get back into making costumes, etc. So creative projects, yes, including paintings. And then I want to read more often. I got a new book yesterday with TJ, so we're going to read that together. It's a healthy lifestyle type book. I saw One Sick Kitten had this, and then we went to BJ's, and then I saw it, and I was like, and I actually read the back, and I was like, okay, it's called Good Energy, the surprising connection between metabolism and limitless health, and feel incredible, avoid disease, and age well. So I'm pushing 40, so I need to start taking these things seriously, I think. But it looks like a good read, and like I said, it was a national bestseller, New York Times bestseller. So yeah, we're going to read that among other books that I've been meaning to tackle. I also want to communicate more with the people I love and stay in touch and actually like say how like we're feeling, like not arguing or anything, of course, but just like being more open about my thoughts instead of like shutting down, which I have a tendency to do sometimes, and just like calmly expressing myself, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, communicate more. And like also stay in touch with like my family. Like when I saw my aunts, uncles, and cousins and such, and my dad for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I just realized how much I miss my family. You know, it's not too far from where I'm at. I mean, it's a couple hours, but it's still like I can't drive down there every day. And I try to call my dad as often as I can. But yeah, communicate more. This kind of goes with it. And I want to be mindful of other people's feelings. You know, sometimes we do tend to forget that we're not the only people in the room. I'm not saying I have like main character energy. Maybe I do. I don't know. But I need to be more aware of others' feelings. And I'm not just talking about like being tactful about like what I say and like hurting people's feelings, but just being aware of how they're feeling, even if they're not expressing it. And I'm not saying I forget to do this, but like I think we all might forget to do this. So I just wrote it down as like a reminder. And my favorite app, by the way, is Color Note on my Android. So if I don't have a notebook on hand, I just open up Color Note, and here we are. I want to be more active on YouTube, like hence this video, which is just me talking. I was going to do a get ready with me, but those tend to ramble on. But I do have some new primers, a primer and a toner to try from the dollar store. So maybe I'll do another get ready with me again. And a palette that I've never used. After I went through all my makeup in that last video, I found some palettes I'd never used before. So this one's called Sparkle Glam and Glow or something by Beauty Treats, and it's really pretty. So maybe that'll be my next video if I don't do the closet tour. But yeah, be more active on YouTube. I want to comment more. I need to catch up on your guys' videos. Anybody who's still here and has been patient with my technical difficulties and my hiatus and my absence, I appreciate you still being here. And I do watch your videos, even if I don't comment all the time. I'm trying to catch up. But yeah, active on YouTube is on the list. Read more. Already brushed up on that. I don't know why I put it twice. Read more often and read more. I guess I was really tired last night. Use more makeup and try not to buy more. But like I said, I just bought some primer and a toner. But that's like basic stuff. I'm talking about like, how about no more eyeshadow palettes, Sarah, for like a minute until you actually hit pan on a couple more. Because I have so many, like I said, like some I haven't even used before. Just bought them and kind of forgot about them. And then I want to be healthier and more mindful of my body and listen to my body, which I did a lot last year, but that was because I was about to go into surgery and I had sepsis and like I was on crazy medications. But now that I am free and clear of my kidney problem, I I start going to the gym with TJ, so like that's the start. I just don't go often enough, and it does feel good when I go. So I just want to continue doing that, go on more walks, take the dog on a walk as well because she gets bored and she deserves it. And fresh air never hurts anybody, right? So that kind of goes with what I said before is like find healthier fillers and stuff like that in the book I bought. I need to work on the kitchen. I'll do like a quick clip of our kitchen. It is so skinny, like so narrow and so tiny. Me and TJ actually have a hard time being in it in the same time. So I need to like reorganize it, and we want to kind of just like downsize and readdress, like, do we really need this? The kitchen is, yeah, it's a galley kitchen is what it's called, where it's just one long hallway basically. There's no island. There's very little counter space. It's special. So I want to find some new tips and tricks of organizing it. I guess I'll start a new pin board on Pinterest. And that kind of goes with encouraging me to want to cook more and learn more prepping and cooking techniques. Me and TJ have been talking about meal prep and such, and we're going to start buying stuff in bulk and prepping it and filling the freezer so we go out less and have to go shopping less. And then I want to be more present in our little community up here, including church, the neighborhood, donations, and stuff like that. And if I have time, I would like to volunteer, like at an animal shelter or a thrift store. If I can't work at one, I would at least like to volunteer. And maybe making some more friends up here instead of just being a homebody and just only hanging out with TJ. Poor TJ. And then on that note, it's like the whole community thing. I need to find thrift stores up here that are actually good. I'm trying to avoid Goodwill, but that seems like all I have been able to find. There are a lot of consignment shops up here that I need to explore, so I want to start like exploring where I live now, because in my small town I knew every thrift store and there was a whole loop I could do, and I knew the exact map and the way to save gas and where my snacks were like on the way or lunch or whatever. But now I need to figure out like where are these mom and pop shops, where are people donating their stuff that's not Salvation Army or Goodwill. I'll go to Goodwill. I just don't want that to be my only option. It's Jacksonville. It's huge. Where are the thrift stores? And I want to call some consignment shops because of the things that I am selling that I don't want to ship, because like if it's a coat or like leather or something, shoes, I want to call the consignments and see what they're looking for and maybe like make some money that way, or store credit, because I love me some consignment, thrift, secondhand, antique, anything. So yeah, thrifting markets. There's an anime market. I need to find out how to it's almost like a geeky market. Like it doesn't have to be anime, I don't think, but it takes place at an anime bar. And I was going to call about vendorship to see. I know it's on Sundays, so I'm gonna have to balance like church and that, but I do want to check it out, see what people are selling, like what kind of wares and crafts and stuff they sell, and see if I could actually like push some of my art or something. And then I need to make sure my animals are good, because ever since my surgery and the move, they haven't had their checkups. They seem healthy, but of course, like they're probably due for their shots and stuff. So I want to take better care of my animals. Niles needs his nails trimmed. He needs a wellness check anyways. He's how old is he? He's 26. Niles is my parrot, for those of you who do not know. He was in my last video very briefly. I've had him since I was 13. He definitely needs a nail trim, and he hasn't been to the vet in a while, so I need to find the avian vet up here. I think the only one is all the way in Jacksonville, and that's about 45 minutes. But for my bird, I will drive out that way. He's pretty good about getting into his travel cage. At least he was during the move. And the last thing is I want to pay off my debts, as minor as they may be, just so like they don't catch me off guard later. I stopped paying for my Disney pass because of the move and surgery and such and losing my job. So I owe money on the 2024 pass, so I will miss out this month on my renewal without a down payment, but that's fine because I live in Jacksonville. But I would like one day to renew my Disney pass, and I owe a couple utilities from the move. Anyways, those are the things I want to work on, which is like not because of the new year. Again, it's just kind of like it just so happens to be the new year, but these are things I wanted to work on last year, but I spent half of the year in post-op and sepsis and sick and recovering. I had a stent in my body. It was a lot, so I didn't really, and it took me a while to find a job. So I really didn't have like the motivation, the means, or the health to actually tackle these things. But, you know, like some were just like a mental, like, let's reset the brain kind of, like, this room being a mess actually like brings me down to like, I don't want to be in here. I don't want to make outfits. I don't want to record. So if this room is good, like I said, it begins at home. If this room is good, then like I feel like I can tackle the rest of the world out there, because then I have my creative outlet in here instead of looking at the floor or how messy the closet itself is and just getting frustrated because it's so messy and I don't know what to do and I'm overwhelmed. You know, if this room is good and the kitchen is good and then my mind is good, then I can focus on the rest. And I'm pretty sure I might be overthinking like the whole like be mindful of others. I probably already am, but I'm just trying not to be a jerk this year. Always ask yourself if you would want to be treated that way, you know, and I've been actually trying to do that a lot. And like more frequently, I've been more aware of my words and my actions and my thoughts, and like, you know, whether you're going to act on those thoughts or not. And I keep looking at my desk, which is like the last mess I want to tackle. But anyways, let me show you what I got, because it's not much, but I already showed you the book. And then I will show you the 3 things that I wanted to show you, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay? Yay. If the audio is wonky, all of a sudden it's because like I clipped it instead of holding it, but hopefully like this is fine. The first thing I have is this very sparkly beanie from Walmart Justice, that TJ bought me, and it came with gloves, but they're in my winter coat, one of them for work because of the walk-in. But yeah, it's so cute, little pom-pom. It's got sequin hearts all over it. This was like $12 at Walmart, but it's really warm. And even though it's a kid's size, I guess my head is small enough for it. But yeah, it's got little white, like pearlescent, I guess, sequins with black sequins and this cute little pom-pom. Super soft. I love it. And then Amazon came today. I was actually waiting to record to do this, to open this, to show you. If I could open it, that'd be great. I got more fairy lights for the top of this rack closet. I feel like I'm crooked. So this entire time I've been crooked. So where the clothes are hanging, those lights died, so I wanted to buy more. And these were only $13 on Amazon. Supposedly you can, you get a remote, but supposedly you can get an app and control them from your phone. But yeah, they're little stars. So I'll just put a clip over my face of them hopefully working. Yeah, it's just a little USB. I was hoping it was a battery pack, but that's even better. So yay for that. They got great reviews except for one, and they just simply said the lights didn't work or the app didn't work. I can't remember. So fingers crossed I didn't get a dud. And then this, which of course you won't be able to see until I open it. Why would it be easy to just be able to show you? This is something to help me get creative again. I had a dream about these, and I was happy they existed. I don't know like why I dreamed about these, but it's the diamond art thingies, which I've never done before, but I know Delia LaFay, I'll link her channel in one of the corners. I know she was into these, but instead they're earrings. So those are the little plastic pieces. I had literally had a dream about diamond art earrings, and I looked it up as soon as I woke up that day, and I found them on Amazon. I can't remember how much they were, put it on the screen, but yeah, there's a heart. I don't know why all these are like out, but heart earring. This reminds me of like stained glass, the way the pattern is. So hopefully, me being Queen Shaky Hands, I can do this. And rhinestones don't go flying or something. But yeah, it's my first diamond art, and I probably picked the most complicated ones ever. So I'm trying to see how many pairs you get. 8. So you get 8 pairs, and you get all the hardware. And then here are the rhinestones. So I can't wait. Yes, I'm super excited about these, and hopefully there's instructions somewhere, because I did not see the instructions. I'm sure I'll figure it out, and I'm sure it'll be a video, but yay for that. But Yeah, hat, diamond art earrings, lights for room, book, and the mic. That's pretty special, right? Because even when TJ was reading reviews on this camera, most of the reviews said the audio. The audio, the audio, the audio. Because it came with this mic that's just like the mount mic on the camera, and that's why the audio is going in and out, because either this wasn't being turned on right, user error, or I was too far away, or I was picking up background noise. So when I tested these, they sounded great, and they even came with like the little fuzzy ones for outside. And yeah, there was 2 of them, so I have a backup, or I could do interviews. But yeah, it came with the little fuzzy attachments as well. But definitely still working on it. The audio might not be perfect, but at least now you can hear me and there's minimal background. So that makes me super happy. So I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's way shorter, I hope, than my last couple of videos. I know they've been long, so I'm trying to either like make it short and sweet, or actually just like do it probably in parts, because I know I'm allowed to do 30-minute plus videos, but sometimes people just don't want those. So I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of doing YouTube videos more often, so I don't try to fill one long video with all the things, and do what I used to do, like showing crafts and outfits and lookbooks and stuff on YouTube. So you guys are my motivation for that aspect of my resolutions. So I hope you're having a wonderful start to your new year, and I hope you watch this to the end. Please feel to subscribe and like and do all the things you're supposed to do when you like somebody on YouTube. And I will see you in the next one. And I hope you're sticking to your own goals or resolutions, and good luck to all of us. All right, Awkward Pixie out. Love you guys so much. Bye.